and I heard a screeching, so between a screech and a whistle. I said, what in the world is this? And I heard a boom. I said, what in the world is this? Boom. Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. What's the most expensive thing you have ever lost? I lost an iPhone once. That was really expensive for me at the time. I know a buddy who lost a flash drive with some Bitcoin on it. That's pretty expensive. FTX lost like a couple $100 million worth of people's investments. And the United States government, dumb lost a $100 million fighter jet, an F-35, this week. Check out this tweet from Joint Base Charleston. We're working to locate the F-35 that was involved in a mishap. The pilot ejected. Do you have any information? Can you help us locate the F-35? It's so stupid. We are run by such morons. Well, there was a video that maybe was supposed to show the plane crashing. I don't know, man. This hasn't been authenticated, but it crashed in South Carolina in a pretty rural area. This was ping pong balling around the internet, showing the plane sort of hitting like a mountainside, right? And there's a big kaboom. There you go. All right. So what was that about? We know for a fact that the plane went and crashed. There were some reports that it flew to Cuba and is being ripped apart by the Chinese right now. But apparently they actually did find the crash site. Footage of the debris field for the F-35 jet has been released. Williamsburg, South Carolina. The crash site was 80 miles from Joint Base Charleston, where it took off. F-35 jet ran through a group of trees and crashed down in a field. So you can see sort of the damage here. It's unclear what caused the crash, because, well, this is the most sophisticated and top secret stealth airplane, that flies in the air right now. Pilot ejected because of bad weather, allegedly. According to the sources, bad weather. Oh, okay, sorry. War's postponed because of bad weather. $100 million jet can't fly through the same weather that my commercial airline can take off from Tampa, Florida. Like, rains and pours and storms in Tampa, Florida, day and night. Anyway, my favorite part about the story to this point is because our dumb federal government didn't even know where its $100 million jet is. They had to ask people to help find it. And one of the men who helped find it has now become internet famous. Randolph White is his name. This is Randolph White, ladies and gentlemen. Not a character from The Chappelle Show. Randolph White is too good to be true and has become an instant meme because of this local news report from the Carolinas as he described the sound that the jet made when it crashed. Have a listen.
In the bathroom taking a shave, and I heard a screeching, between a screech and a whistle. I said, what in the world is this? And I heard a boom. Then my whole house shook.
White says he didn't realize it was a plane at the time, so he didn't call anybody.
The first thought came to me, I said, well, what's a meteorite coming out of space or something? And I said, well, if the airplane, it needed to be reported, but the thing was flying just too low.
The F-35B airplane wreckage created an extensive debris field. The wreckage is located off Old Georgetown Road. Military security is very tight, with numerous red and white signs on the...
I can't even do it. Randolph White, you are invited to Christmas dinner at the Johnson household anytime you want. Man, you have caused us great joy with that all-time reaction. The memes have abounded. This is Mr. Lectern Guy from January 6th. But, it's literally the lectern guy. I didn't actually know this account existed. It's the guy who took the lectern, I guess, from the house. He's having a good time. He's having a good time with the F-35 there. Lost F-35, please call us if you find it. Other news reports about the incident.
News just in. The missing F-35 fighter jet that went missing yesterday has now been found in Ukraine. The Biden administration reports that the story was a misunderstanding and that the jet was actually donated to Ukraine. Watch.
I was basically saying, come with me, we'll take care of it, everything will be good. and the Indian looks at John Wayne and
Okay, I
points
don't know what the hell he's talking about, but the jet has been found among the rest of the billions of dollars of U.S. military equipment in Ukraine.
So there are a lot of that's Damon Imani, who's one of my favorite memers, just a really talented guy. There are a lot of legitimate concerns, and that people have questions about this because the government seems to be changing their story day in and day out on this, and that's always a concerning factor. That's always something that makes you scratch your head. The stealth jet's transponder stopped working. Well, why the hell is that happening? The pilot ejects from a plane that was capable of still flying on autopilot mode. They couldn't track the F-35 because its transponder didn't work in its stealth jet. Why would the pilot eject if the plane could still fly? Something is wrong with this story. Why would you eject from a plane because of bad weather? Check this out. Questions mount after F-35 goes missing. So again, the most sophisticated, top secret aircraft flying in the world right now. Where the hell to go and why? Scrutiny mounts of the sophisticated warplane, which also saw a pilot eject last year during a failed landing in Texas. Investigators are expecting to take months piecing together the timeline. Of course, it always takes months. After initially saying the jet had been left on autopilot mode when the pilot ejected, a spokesman for Joint Base Charleston later told NBC News that authorities did not know whether this was the case. When Joint Base Charleston in South Carolina asked for the public's help to find the jet, the internet lit up with memes, "Dude, where's my F-35?" expressing astonishment that the aircraft on stealth mode capabilities could, in fact, vanish so easily. How the hell do you lose an F-35? Said Nancy Mace, a representative from South Carolina. How is there not a tracking device, and we're asking the public to what? Find a jet and turn it in? Yeah, she's not the only person that was asking questions from members of Congress who have, of course, oversight to the Pentagon and the morons who run the place. What are the F-35's pronouns? Yes, Matt Gates. The best flamethrower, though, came from our favorite Judge Jeanine on Fox. They lost 85 migrant kids, $80 billion in military equipment in Afghanistan. We lost service members there. We lost cocaine at the White House. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Or they?
I don't have the slightest idea because the Pentagon doesn't know. Pompeo couldn't assess what was going on. And I talked to Kirby before he went on with Martha, and he said, we really don't know. You know what's crazy about this? I mean, if he ejects, he made the decision to eject, right? I mean, should the plane just drop down at that point? Or, you know, how far does it go? You know, what if it were over a city or a hospital or a school? I mean, is it that dangerous? And Dana, you make a great point. I mean, I have air tags on my dogs. I know where they are at any moment. That we could lose something like this. And apparently it's what's called a Class A mishap. When something is worth $2.5 million, everybody goes into, you know, we got to find this thing mode, and they couldn't find it. It was like Crime Stoppers. They had to ask the public, have you seen it? And that 35 in the area? I mean, think about how crazy that is. And, you know, but it's like typical for this administration, right? They lost 85 migrant kids and $80 billion in military equipment in Afghanistan. We lost the service members there. They lost cocaine at the White House, and one person in the White House actually lost his mind.
Yeah.